Hey everyone! So, two new things we got for open source AI video today. One is for sound, and the other is for video editing in general. We have a lot of footage that was generated previously with other AI video tools, without audio, and now we can finally add proper sound to them. You get more visual and sound effects combining together for your video footage. This is from Sony Research. It's called Whoosh, a sound effect foundation model by Sony AI, which generates background sound effects for text to audio or video to audio. The standout feature here is video to audio. Based on what's visually happening on screen, it generates matching background sound for that particular video. Let's say I have some old footage like this. What you can do is use Sony Woosh to generate the audio like this. The first couple seconds, there's a car driving by, and it synchronizes pretty well with that car engine sound. As well as in the middle here, when people walk past the camera view, you can hear the footsteps and also the other people, some accessories, clothing, bags. There's sounds making from those too. It also creates those natural, urban street noises. Check out the timing on this one. Fireworks footage. This one originally I don't have audio because this came from free video footage that I downloaded from a free stock site. So this stock footage, after I process it using Sony Woosh, it creates something like this. Every firework explosion in the air keeps the time really accurate between those actions. It's pretty accurate when I see it right in front of me on the computer. And the other examples, for example, like a police car driving, this stock footage usually doesn't have audio, where you just download randomly from a free stock footage website, and you can turn this footage into something like this. So yeah, basically this AI model from Sony is just pretty nice. The timing of creating the synchronized audio sound is very good at this stage of AI audio generation. And the file size is not quite big, pretty reasonable size, I'd say. Now there's a ComfyUI custom node created by a developer, which now is able to use in ComfyUI, as well as the Hugging Face repo in here. When you click that, you're going to see also this Hugging Face repositories. The model files is created for this ComfyUI custom node. So once you click that, download just all the files, because you need that as a whole framework to generate the audio. And those have different supporting variants, such as you have the Vflow for text to audio. The D stands for Distillation. And then the Vflow here, this is for the video to audio. And yes, it supports up to 8 seconds of generation time for the audio with Sony Whoosh. So you can take a look at here, as well as the ComfyUI custom node right here. The whole installation you can do through ComfyUI Manager. It's that simple. Alright, so another update for AI video. It's the LTX 2.3 LoRA called Edit Anything. This LoRA, I was introduced about the video in painting LTX repositories in the previous video, and it keeps updating on these repositories with the Edit Anything. There's two different step-trained LoRA models for this Edit Anything, which is 6,000 steps and 9,000 steps. It has also updated the Animate to Real LoRA, and this was, from my recording time, 1 day ago with the new updated LoRA. This Real to Animate LoRA model can also do the opposite thing, which is Animate to Real. So whether you want to convert your video footage from Real to Anime or Anime to Real, this LoRA model works both ways. So we are going to check out the audio side first, how we can generate the audio in ComfyUI. And then through this, once we have some old footage, we can recover those or enhance those with richer content with audio combined together. Then we can even go into video editing. First off, we have the Sony Whoosh custom node. And here I try to simplify the workflow because it has also combined with the text to audio by default in the examples workflow. But I figure that won't always be the use case for text to audio, since this is not really the main point of using the sound effect model. Most likely in cases that you'll be using this AI for audio generation will be based on your video content, so therefore, I have the video that I loaded, and I use the Qwen 3VL custom node. And based on here, I wrote a specific prompt to instruct the AI what to output. I need the keywords separated by comma, and all of that are going to describe the event happened in the video, and the keywords only describe about the sound or the object sound that happened in the video. So what I have is come out a list of keywords, and those are describing what it is in the videos that happened. For example, I have a bike ride footage like this, and if I don't add any sound, it'll just be a normal stock footage of this mountain bike ride action. If I add the audio to sound with all these generations, it'll be produced something like this. So as you can hear the sound of the bike that going through, like here especially, I like how Sony Whoosh handles this. It keeps synchronizing the sound in the video timeline as well. When you check out here, the bike flies up on the air, you won't have like the grounding sound again. But it has produced the sound of the engine after the bike landed on the ground and keeps accelerating on the racetrack. So this way you can see that this is, well, not like a typical audio generation that just generates random audio based on what it sees visually, or audio that's based on the text prompt description without aligning the audio timeline with the video. This is important things for sound effect, especially it has to match the timing with the audio and video together. Let's play around with this example here. Previously, I generated this video footage with this car driving on the road, not too fast, but you still have those heavy, low-tone sounds of the car engine. Since this is a supercar, and what you'd expect to have is those engine sounds with tree leaves that, going underneath, and those flying leaves as well will also make some noises too. But one thing about this model, it doesn't generate speech or dialogue. It's purely for sound effects. Don't mix up that concept. Okay, so here's the generated result, and let's go through the process first. Since we need those text prompts from Quen, and here, as you can see, the engine roars, the tires screech, leaves crushing, the wind rustling through the trees. So as I just mentioned, what I expected visually, and it makes sense that Quen 3VL is able to help me create something similar with what I expected. And therefore, the video should not have any problems for the audio generation. So you can see the result and the audio sound effect as well, that there's a distance to the sound. When it gets close to the camera in here, in this duration, you'll hear the car engine louder. Whereas at the end in here, you'll hear the engine sound is not too loud. And at the end, they also add some tree leaves crushing sounds because the car drives over some tree leaves. And that takes place in this duration, starting at the 6 seconds in this video footage. So I would say the audio generation from this AI model is really good, especially the timing. It is not like some other similar audio generation models, like Audio. That is only based on whatever text prompts that you have, and visually your video, it just generates a bunch of sounds together at the same time in the audio file or the audio track. But Sony Whoosh is that it has arranged the timeline of the audio sound that matches with your video as well. That's a big plus, because Audio or other sound effects that I have tested, and I also showed it in this channel before, sometimes they might not match with the video content in the same synchronized time, and that's a drawback. But this one nails it. It improves the synchronization for the video and audio together. Basically, this is Whoosh. Very simple, basic things that you see, all the elements that what you need to add and edit. One thing I have to remind is that I'm currently using the Vflow 8 seconds. There's also the Vflow from here. This is the distillation where you're going to have run lower sampling steps, but I tested the output result is not quite well for the distillation at this moment, so I'll stick with the normal Vflow 8 seconds. And plus this model is not that large and it just runs really fast, as the time that you see in here, not even like 1 or 2 seconds, the sampling step is finished. We're going to try to implement this one with video generation as well. Like for examples, I have put in the previous workflow for LTX image to video where the custom models can be input, as well as we were talking about the video reasoning LoRA models in this workflow. So I'm going to use this one and combine it with Sony Woosh, where I'll be running and implementing it in here, where I have the same similar structure, but we don't need too much stuff going on with this script, because since we already generated the video, as well as handled those video audio already, just one thing in here that I did before is that I use the generate audio from LTX, and I use only the vocal, which means only the characters talking. Some background noise I'll regenerate using Sony Whoosh. This is the purpose of what is actually using of this sound effect AI model for. You take the original video that has some basic audio or character dialogue, and then you layer in more realistic sound effects on top of it. So that's why I'm not going to use the instrument sound or the background sound, only keeping the vocal sound of that character speaking or talking.
Yeah! We got some new AI to play with!
It's like how the crowd of people are yelling behind. And I like to remain the vocal, which is the main character speaking. So by merging those two sounds, well, in here, for the audio merge, you should try out with different method. Sometimes I like to use add merge method, or mean, subtract, or multiply. It all sounds different. You can test it out as well. And for the background sound effect, I like to have the audio adjust volume just added in here, so you can turn the volume higher or lower for the background sound. So this is the Sony Whoosh Audio Sound Effect Generator AI model. The next thing I want to talk about is the video editing LoRA models from the LTX LoRA Hugging Face repo. In here, we got the new LoRA called the Edit Anything. I used the 9000 steps LoRA to play around with, and this LoRA is going to use for text editing with something like this. So the left side here, you see, that is the original footage that was also generated in LTX before. And then after I use the Edit Anything LoRA, I add a group of birds flying on top of the lake water, and we have the result like this. Another example is that I have generated this image-to-video footage previously, a vlogger taking selfie and talking to the audience, those kind of UGC footage. And in here, in this duration, I have created using the Edit Anything to add a dog with her, so it'll look like this.
Breathing in this view.
This is not just an object that copy and paste on top of the video footage. Rather, the AI regenerates the scene and has the objects interact with the existing motions, which is pretty impressive. Watch how the dog naturally puts its paw on the lady's lap here, where originally, in this part, it doesn't have that happen. But then the AI are able to manage it and follow through the same motions of the original video footage, and putting these interactions in here with the dog that putting the paws on the girl's lap. It feels like, an actual owner-dog interaction within this video footage. Looks way more lifelike, rather than just other AI video models for video editing that mostly feel like copy and paste one object on top. That's what sets this model apart. So like before, the LTX LoRA and Hugging Face repositories, I use the similar workflow that we played around with in the last video. And this one, it is referencing the video footage without using any masking technique or segmentation technique. All we need is reference the video, and you have the text prompt area. The text prompt area is very important in this LoRA model's implementation, whereas I see that there's a custom text prompt that's specifically used for this AI model. So for example, we have a format of the text prompts for the video editing and the training captions, where you'll have the specific instructions for the prompt generation. In here, you see that we have 4 different kinds of features within this AI LoRA model. The add, remove, replace, and convert style, which you can just using a text prompts and editing your existing video like this. Kind of like the Omni video editing AI models that other AI video models have, but this one is just embedded within LTX models. So therefore, we just load this LoRA model called the Edit Anything Global, and I use the 9000 steps here for the testing. The creators also have a note in the Edit Anything, and I also put that in here as well, showing that we have 4 different prompt tasks able to use with this LoRA model. As I just mentioned those 4, and the master template of how this is going to use for the video editing instructions also included in here. As you can see, it's very clear that it shows all the descriptions, what the AI should do with the following sampling steps, loading the video, and how the video editing contexts. And all the examples in here are just very basic, simple text prompts. You don't need to add like complex stuff, paragraphs or something like that to edit your video content. That's why I said that this LoRA model, it turns the LTX video model into an Omni-style tool where you can do very quick, fast video editing with just prompt instructions. like my examples before that I just generated, is adding a group of crows flying above the lake, and therefore we have something like this showing as the video generation. So I have tried another example here, where we have this young lady in this video footage, and then I have tried to use a replace instruction. So this time is going to target the main character and replace that with another new character that I have described in here. But one thing of this instruction-based video editing, or we call the replace using the text prompts, you don't have the image reference. So therefore, your character face and the outlook of that'll be pretty random. So I suggest if you want to use this one with very accuracy of video that reference your character, you can use a face swap technique with the post-processing of this video, or you can use the previous one of the in-paint mask video with the reference to video for processing. So far I see this one looks better, and also both characters' motions are able to mimic as well. Yeah, so if using this LoRA model, you can do video editing and then refine the character face. For example, you're not going to use this person's face, and you can use video face swap with the video generation to use your own character consistent style. Okay, so in this video examples, this is another footage that I added the drone. For this footage, originally this is a first-person view of the drone footage, and you can also modify that using something like this, where now you have a drone flying in front of the camera for a short time. This is what I have added with a very short, simple prompt like this. So yeah. So far, this LoRA model is quite cool and can be quick for video editing, trying out with some prototype of the concept, and then afterward we can bump it up with more sampling steps to enhance for better quality of footage after the trial and error. And that is it for this video. A few updates of AI video that able to run locally. I'll leave the links in the description below for both the Sony Whoosh and the LTX Edit Anything LoRA models, so you can check those out yourself, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.